That question of, tell me about yourself is so open-ended it can be intimidating. And so really a student can handle this question by thinking chronologically. Think back to high school, where they're from, and then get into their decision about coming to Ohio State and why they chose Ohio State. And then I think it's also helpful to give some results. That's a big decision about choosing where you went to college. Give us some results. Are you happy at Ohio State and why you're happy at Ohio State?
I really want to get a big picture of who this person is. It's usually about the first question after we've had some small chit chat, and I want to hear about their background. Usually if they put it in chronological order, it's great. So walk me through, where they're from, why they decided or what they did in high school. That can be a building block to what they do here at Ohio State. I want to hear why they chose to go to Ohio State, what major they decided to, why they chose their major, and really it helps, give me a bigger picture of who they are. It also can bring up some examples of things where we might find connections.
I want something specific to what they've been doing in college, maybe something in high school that they had accomplished or a part of. Maybe they were on the golf team in high school and now they're doing that in college, and tell me what their interests are and where they're headed with their curriculum and what they want to do when they graduate, some of their career interests. So not a lot of personal information. I don't want to know if they're married, have kids, their living arrangements. I don't want to know any of that. I want it to stay very much focused on accomplishments and things that are going to relate to the job.
When I ask a student, tell me about your resume, tell me about yourself, that's really the opportunity for them, in my opinion, to frame the interview. So I want them to not just walk through the components of their resume. I can read that, I read that, I understand that. I want them to pick the things that really links them from their experiences to my company. So the things in their experiences they're particularly proud of, the things in their experiences that demonstrates the leadership, the innovative creativity, the technical skills that they know that I'm looking for a finance and accounting job within J&J.
So I am from Toledo, Ohio, which is about 2.5 hours northwest of Ohio State, and I was a student at Way High School. I chose Ohio State because I was really looking for an institution to challenge me academically, but then also offer me an array of student leadership opportunities outside of the classroom. One of the first decisions I made when coming to Ohio State was to pick my major, which is marketing, and I have loved it ever since. I love all of my classes. I think that my outgoing and creative personality will really thrive in this field, so I definitely feel fortunate enough to have found a major that I really love. In addition to that, outside of my studies with marketing, I've been involved in student organizations, one being the Multicultural Greek Council. I'm currently the president of that organization, and it's really taught me a lot about working with many different people and different working styles, but then also challenged me to enhance my written and verbal communication skills, since I am constantly communicating with emails and at meetings. And then lastly, really trying to figure out that time management balance that I have going on. So really managing all of my academics and my dedication to marketing with my student organizations and then my part-time job that I have on the side.
First, let's review what the candidate did well. The candidate does a nice job explaining her decision to attend Ohio State, which gives the interviewer some insight into how she makes decisions. Next, employers are always looking for students who get involved and are leaders on campus. While answering the Tell Me About Yourself question, she describes her involvement in 2 student organizations, and how, through her leadership roles in these student organizations, she has enhanced her writing and public speaking skills, along with practicing time management. The student's answer to Tell Me About Yourself is a solid answer, yet there are a few ways she could improve upon it. She mentions working part-time but does not elaborate. As an interviewer, I would want to know more about her part-time job and if it was marketing related. Summarizing her answer would accomplish 2 things. First, summarizing would quickly review her main points, and 2, provide a more confident closing to the answer. Finally, she could share her excitement about starting her career in marketing with the company she's interviewing with. This would clearly communicate her interest in the position and the company.